Chapter 12. When I got to the bottom of the stairs, I checked my phone before venturing out. I had a message from my mother that didn't make any sense. Don't come home. Go fetch Primos. Wait for nuts. I frowned. I got the first part. I understood the second part even, because Primos was a fantastic donut place and I appreciated the reminder. It was the third part that had me foxed. I sighed. Might as well go get the donuts first, and then I could eat one while calling for clarification. As I left the department, I ran directly into some kind of event happening on campus. No idea what, but something that was causing a small crowd, most of whom were student-type folks staring at their phones and muttering to one another. If this was a protest, then it was the postmodern, decentralized kind where no one is in charge, but things happen organically. I would love to be the sort of patient person who embraces frustration as a source of wisdom, but I'm not. I embrace frustration only when I'm getting ready to pick it up and chuck it, if you follow my drift. I started stepping on toes, literally. Not to break, just to bend. Miraculously, the crowd made a path. When I stepped on someone's foot and they started to protest, I simply protested louder, which is a proven strategy used by pickpockets everywhere. Let me demonstrate. First, you step on someone's foot. Aim for the top outside corner. When they leap about and say, ouch, or whatever, you simply say it louder and with more emphasis while shooting them a filthy look and hurrying past. Works every time. 8 times out of 10, they apologize to you. If you were a pickpocket, you might also hurry away with their wallet, whereas I was merely seeking a clear path. They really should have been thanking me. However, just as I was achieving escape velocity and could see the sidewalk of Hillgard Avenue ahead of me, someone pointed directly at me and said, "That's her!" I literally looked behind myself. Just more young people. And now they were looking at me too. Oh, crap. "Aren't you Christabel Little?" said the first girl. I shook my head. "No, I'm Christa Barnet." I started moving again, though now my toe-stomping technique was ruined. You can't accidentally on purpose step on someone's foot while they're looking. Seriously. "That is her," confirmed another kid, a guy this time, looking at his phone. "Wikipedia says she uses her mother's name." He looked again. "She got fatter." Ouch. I started to frown. "Can I get a picture?" asked the first girl. "Of what?" I asked, confused. "Of us together," said the girl. Equally confused, this wasn't clear. "Why on earth would you want that?" I asked her, trying to move more quickly. "Do we know each other?" "No, but you're famous," said the girl encouragingly. "Your dad just came back from the dead. That's pretty cool, right? And I saw you used to be a meme, too. What a coincidence, right? I bet they make a movie, and a limited series prestige streaming show, and a fact-based biopic." She smiled at me suddenly, then whirled around to place herself alongside me, grinning into the phone she held up. "Chris Hemsworth is going to play your dad. You can play yourself." I smiled reflexively, and the girl looked at the picture and hesitated. "Or they can find someone who looks like you, maybe." "You'll need to get back to your wiki weight," said the other guy, ever practical. Half of me wanted to break into a run, but the other half was curious. "How did you know where I was? How did you know who I was?" "You're on BuzzFeed," said yet another kid with the air of telling someone they'd won big on a game show. I looked around at the growing crowd, all of whom were holding up their phones. There must have been 24 people. I could not fathom why they were all here.